I was in Colombia. I just touched down in Bogota, the capital.
Yeah.
And I remember I was just sitting in the hostel lobby, just on my phone, like most people. That's another thing. Like now with the smartphones, just so many people are just on their phone, one by one, and it's kind of like, all right,
Yeah.
like until we start drinking, we're just gonna be antisocial. And I remember these two Canadians checked in, and they were just straight up out of a backpack movie. Like they had the whole. They look great, man. Do you know Tame Impala? Like the lead singer of Tame Impala.
Well, I'm not very familiar.
Well, basically, just look at like consider like a good-looking Jesus guy,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
With all the attire and all the, just like they had the whole look.
Yeah.
And I remember we started talking, hanging out, chilling, and they were just, telling these stories about, after this, we're gonna go to Peru, we're gonna do ayahuasca in the jungle with the shaman, and like all these typical. But I was like, oh wow, these guys are the real deal. And then at one point, I remember I met with this guy from the UK, and I think it was a German guy. And then somehow we mustered up the plan to hit up this club in Bogota, which turned out to be like a gay club. We didn't know. Nonetheless, it was an amazing time.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually, I'm forgetting the name, but it's a really like known club. It has like 15 different rooms. That's all I remember.
For dancing, right?
Yeah, for dancing. And of course, we lost each other, as you do on a crazy night in Bogota, and I made it back to the hostel by myself, only to find my two Canadian backpacking Jesuses in the hostel lobby at literally at 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, hey, yo, what's up, guys? I'm thinking, like they're hanging out, doing whatever, maybe smoking, letting me get in on that. I don't know, and I sit down, and immediately I could tell the vibe was super dark, super like
Very gloomy. Like.
yeah, but like when people are kind of like on their when you kind of see the something sinister in their eyes. So for those who can't read between the lines, they were doing coke, right?
Okay.
Because a lot of people go to Colombia also to do coke.
Yeah.
I know, stereotype. Guess what? It's true.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember talking to them, and we got into this super silly debate about it was about music or something. It wasn't even anything serious, and I just remember like the anger and the fierceness. At one point this guy just kind of spazzed out, like
some pent up issues.
Yeah,
basically,
yeah,
like
and he
waiting,
just, like,
waiting underneath.
right,
Like,
and he was just like, you don't fucking know. And he just basically spazzed out on me. I was like, yo, all right, man. I'm sorry. Like, what? I think I'm going to call it a night. And then the next morning, I ran into them again at the breakfast, and he was like, hey, yo, dude, about last night. Yeah, we were a little bit fucked up, sorry if we got a little bit too much. Like, then I remember thinking, like, here I was. I already had put these guys on a pedestal. They were on their spiritual journey to, being woke or whatever, finding themselves. And no, like at the end of the day, you're just like two guys with issues from somewhere in Canada, and you grew out your hair and you put on a bunch of patches on your shirts. But at the end, you're just doing coke at 5 a.m. in a hostel, and like you're not really a happy person at all. Granted, that was a moment, like,
yeah.
But still, I kind of felt like, and that's when I was really like, all right, well, because it's funny, because before that, I was actually going to ask them if I could, like, join their little, like, if I could join in on their trip. And after that, I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to get involved with that.
Yeah, no, that would have been a bad idea. I don't know. But yeah, I guess they were also finding themselves, but some people just need different ways of finding themselves, like a therapist helps sometimes,
It does,
saying.
man. Do you need help making better decisions in your life? Are you lacking self-confidence and motivation to get things done? Hire me today and get a direct daily line of communication with me through video chat and audio messages. I operate on a week-to-week basis, so no long-term investment is required. 7 straight days of Viking advice will get you right on track. Email me at lorenz.dries@gmail.com and change your reality. I'm ready. whenever you are. See you soon.